Welcome back to another episode of the group chat.
Yeah.
I'm Uchechi.
Linda.
And thank you so much for your comments, for your likes. We see all the love. We see them. We can't thank you enough. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. On today's episode of the group chats.
Why do we always do when we're introducing the topic?
No, because because this again, the group chat is
where we say everything.
The conversations from the phone to the screen. So sometimes people are like, why are these people talking about this thing? There are things that are coded. There are things that people don't really want to say
exactly or feel some
as
type
long
of
as
way
me and you
talking
don't
about.
chat them, we're bringing it out. And thankfully this season we have wonderful people that have joined the group chat and just to expand the conversation. And so today we're talking about the issue of money or the role of money in relationships.
Okay, let's start with the role.
Yes. The role of money in relationships. And so we're keeping relationships very broad, so we don't want to say, couple, we don't want to say, friends, we don't want to say business, we don't want to say, we just really want to understand the role of the role of money, in relationships, right?
And we have an amazing guest who is an all-rounder.
Bam.
This guy he's too intelligent. I don't know how else to say it, but he's just the best fit for this topic. He's going to dissect. In fact, we feed day here till next year. We are talking about this topic, and it's no other person than the smartest, the eloquent Kole Doye.
Hey.
I got to try.
Because for the first time unaided,
I'm proud of myself.
She's finally getting the correct pronunciation
Of my name.
of your name. And I mean, you've been rasping this thing already.
Looks like my mind is shake. I think Chichi can do it. You guys. Is it not Kole Doye?
You're supposed to take it.
Now you're back with
You're
default
supposed to
settings.
take it.
Welcome to the good
Thank
chat
you so
today.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Kule.
It's a delight having you here, and we can't wait to hear all the things you're going to be teaching us about money.
Teaching. Is this a master class?
Now, where you go? Now, the angle where Kole is a lecturer.
Okay.
Shame you know.
Okay, so we're just giving our audience heads up.
Exactly.
In case they see
In case you
enter-
need to bring your paper and pen. Welcome, Kole.
Thank you so
Welcome to
much.
the
Thank
group
you.
chat, Kunle.
Finally, I'm in the group chat.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. So like we said in the intro, right? We want to talk about the role of money in relationships.
Yeah.
This role of money in relationship, are we overestimating it or
Overthinking
it, or it's not just a big deal?
No, not at all. Because I mean, if there's no money, why are we together for anything? Why is there a relationship if there's no money?
Wow.
I had a mentor that told me about the biggest radio station in the world. Do you know it? It's so big. It does not even have like Nosa City is 98.5 FM.
Does it have a
It doesn't have a frequency. But we are all tuned into it, but it has a name. It's called What Is in It For Me. So WIIFM. What is in it for me? WIITFM. Whichever way you want to look at it. So for me, the for me is the FM.
Oh,
So we're all on that radio. So any relationship, it's what's in it for me. Whichever way you want to dimension it. So what's in it for me is money at the end of the day.
so there can be relationship just because we
Outside.
actually enjoy each other's company. Okay.
I mean, you just use the word enjoy. Enjoy, you spend to enjoy, don't you? You spend time. We always say time is money.
You can't be with someone without money.
No. You can't even have a relationship with God without money.
Is God asking for your money?
Give unto Caesar what is Caesar, and unto God what is God.
Which is it tithes? Is it tithes we're talking about here?
So God does not like money.
I'm not saying God does.
So
but
Caesar
God
should
is
collect money. God should not collect money.
I don't think God is coming out to ask you for money. I know you go to church, you pay your you do your offering, right?
And pay your tithes. Say it as it is. Some people pay their tithes.
Okay, some people pay their
Okay,
exactly.
we know this. testimony story, parable. I don't know what it is. I'm not a pastor, but of the widow's mite or the woman that told the widow's mite. So why did God have to qualify a relationship and all of that based on that?
Or what she ate.
Yeah. So if she didn't give, will she be in the scripture? If she didn't give.
Okay. I mean, let's bring it down to human beings. Human beings. Yeah, let's not bring it down.
Because that's it, spiritual things for spiritual, so that we don't blaspheme or we don't.
Yes. I agree.
Let us start with relationship with just a friend.
Okay.
A platonic friend.
Is it okay with my shades on?
It's fine. You're fine. Are you comfortable?
I'm fine. I just wanted to show that it's good for you.
So let's say both of us now, right? Can we have a cordial relationship? Can we have a smooth relationship if money is not so involved?
So I think the issue is, from your question, it looks like you don't want money to be involved, because you just said if money is not so involved. Money can be involved and we can regulate how well it is involved. Do you understand? So for instance, you're my friend. Linda is my friend. If we were to be in a situation where I need to ask for, say, 50,000 naira, the way I would ask Linda and the way I would ask you would be completely different, even though the three of us are friends in like some form of triangle.
Okay.
Can you explain
why?
First off, it will be based on the context of how well myself and Linda are speaking at that point in time. It will be based on the genuineness of my need. It will be based on my understanding of Linda's propensity to give. You do know you have some friends that don't mind giving out money, and some friends won't give out money. I give you an instance. I have a uncle. Uncle, hi. I won't mess around there. Well, he's a big shot in one of Nigeria's top parastatals. So he's really successful, a role model. But you see, no matter what you tell Uncle T, let me just leave his name as Uncle T, he's not going to give you more than 150,000.
150,000
at any point in time. The house is burning, 150,000.
Oh wow!
You're getting married.
That's very principled.
150,000.
No, are you being serious? So you have a project.
I've collected money for him twice on two things.
300K like this.
And
yes.
Still 150,000.
And those were two things. So the one was, I needed to do a course for 150,000. The other one was
Did you tell him the actual cost of
yes, I sent a proposal.
Hear why?
I sent a proposal. I can show you the proposal after the call. I sent a proposal. It was about me setting up an agency. So I needed to do a course to learn how to go run an agency. So 150K cannot obviously do it. And that was that year that we were all together, right? So basically, then I was going to get married. Uncle, I'm getting married, support me. Well, they are 50K, right? And it's just a principle. So you just know that this is this person's threshold. So if I have a genuine need of 300,000, I know I'm either going to him twice, I don't go to him at all. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So,
sorry, why does he have that piece?
I think it's a discipline I learned from him. But you see, people do these things and the recipe, you be like, this person is true, this you don't understand. But after a while, you start to understand, maybe as you rise in life, that if you don't set these guardrails, you are the older, or let's use the way they say it on the street, new taker and old taker, right? You are the old taker, you become a no taker. There'll be nothing with you. And you will have dispersed all of your wealth and all of your resources outwards. But when you set these guardrails and you're like, okay, this is all I can do, that's all you will do. Do you get? So we can have a relationship. All you just need to do, even in the platonic level, is understand what my propensity is, and don't judge me if I don't do more than that. So if I drive an SUV, a G-Wagon past you, does not mean I should necessarily give you 1 million because I'm driving a G-Wagon.
Right.
So let me now just say it as it is in my head.
Yeah.
Why is it that friends, couples, business partners, colleagues, whatever type of relationship, why is it that whenever they fall out,
is money is involved?
79% of the time is money related.
Okay.
It's finance related. You see a couple, managing themselves and stuff. And the next thing is, he's not providing enough. Oh, money. You see two best friends, and they're doing so well together. And then the next thing, one money came in and this person,
Did it this way.
did it this way and this way. You see business partners, oh, we're running a business together. But somebody now came to speak to one other business partner and say, oh, do you know that if you did this thing on your own, you can actually earn more? And then they just fall out. So why do we have people? Is it that what they have as a common ground as humans is not strong enough
No,
to hold them together?
It is strong.
I mean, even in this country, we see even down to twins.
Yeah.
Right.
So
they have disowned themselves. They have gone their separate ways.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
And it's all finance related. Like, what is this thing about money in relationships?
So
are you going to break it down? Because
I
believe there are reasons.
I'm
different.
going to break it down,
scenarios.
and I'm going to get as close to situations I'm very, very familiar with, without getting unnecessarily too graphic.
Okay.
Out of respect to all parties involved. This issue, when I saw the topic, I said, this is something that I know so well. I've lived it. So I'm not telling anybody, whoever is viewing this, I'm not telling you something from a textbook, even though they say I'm a letter, right? Something I lived. This world runs on money. But you ask the question, these are what they have, is not strong. It is strong. See, I love both of you. Maybe I don't love you as much as I love my wife, for sure. Maybe I don't love you as much as I love some other people, but I have a genuine concern and wish for you guys to be great. You are my people.
Yeah. Thank you.
So that starts any relationship. Money doesn't start relationship. That love starts the relationship.
Yeah.
When money comes in, there are two things that happen. You either mask a personality or you reveal it. And you can only mask a personality for so long. I'll give you an instance. Someone comes here and invests in this conversation $10,000. I can act as though I'm cool with it if the majority is going to you guys. But I may really not be cool with it. But I mask it because, after all, we are together. But genuinely, I'm not cool with it. And so, as the relationship progresses, as life progresses, they'll get to a stage where this masking will become unbearable for me.
So at that point, why don't you just make your views known? Why don't you voice it out?
God bless you. See why it doesn't come out is that, you see, that masking is the mistake people make. So if there's anything I want to achieve in this course, tell people not to mask anything. Because masking is like living in torment.
No, you can just want to manage it so that it doesn't you just have to apply diplomacy and
out of those, let's just
apply emotional
you know how somebody said you can say something, you can tell somebody what you want to say without being rude, without being trying as much as possible not to hurt the other person. But you especially when you know that this thing, they go anywhere, it go backfire. So why don't you just say
you don't think at the beginning that it's going to backfire? Because you genuinely care about it.
So why didn't you buy it? Why are you not buying into it at that early stage? Why don't you just say, okay, let me see how this thing?
Very good. Last week I was telling my guys in the office, I was talking to them as creatives. I was telling them that there's something called the litmus test. Are you a hot or a cold creative? And I was driving that year and I was thinking, also when it comes to money, there's a litmus test. If I give both of you 50,000 naira right now, you do different things with it. No strings attached, no nothing. You do different things with it. I just took a look at both of you. You're wearing more jewelry, but she's wearing a wristwatch. There's no pressure on. She's wearing a wristwatch. I must match you with a wristwatch. Our social and financial profile might enable her to invest in things like wristwatches. You might have a dream wristwatch that you want to wear. And say, this is the one I want to buy. If I don't buy it, I'm not wearing a wristwatch.
Any wristwatch.
So 50K has come. And she has spent it on wristwatch. You have kept your 50K. You see the different financial profile.
Yeah.
So because people don't understand that difference and respect it. When you now you've accumulated your 50K, maybe like 2 years, you now have 5 million. You now tear one diamond and clusters off. Linda is overspending. Linda is shining. Linda is the only one. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But when Linda was going through long suffering for her own goal, and you were basking in your own enjoyment, there was no understanding, there was no awareness of that. So imagine someone, maybe she has not been managing. So in that situation, I'm sorry to point in. I'm just trying to, so the 50K came. The $10,000 came. So you are getting 7,000. No, you're getting 6,000. She's getting 3,000. I'm getting 1,000 as per a airput, right? I'm out there inside. I follow go. So 1,000. Thanks for coming. So when that 3,000 comes, pam, change look, change everything. Big girl, you're just doing welcome to the group chat. You're just doing welcome to the group chat. One day, now wear, I don't even know watches. I'm so bad. Can you see? God help me. I need to be prosperous, right? Now wear a Rolex, all of those things, and you're looking good. That suppression of this 3,000 is not enough for me, that has always been there from day one, will now hit the highest roof and become uncontrollable. Because at that point in time, that bias is not allowing that person to understand the way you have factored the things. Do you get my point? So that's it. If we bring it to a husband and wife relationship, so that we start getting more contextual, you're a career woman.
Yeah.
You work in 9 to 5. You work in oil and gas. Your bonuses alone allow you buy designer bags.
Yeah.
You have flight points. That's what it's called, right? You have mile points and all of those things, right? And then there's this guy that has prospects. You know that it is prospects you are marrying. And you marry this guy. And he's also a top guy in his business. But he's not exposed to as liquid cash as you are exposed to.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a challenge. Because your propensity to spend cannot be the same with his own propensity to spend. He will rationalize you.
Spending.
You are used to 10,000 pounds coming your way this week, and another one will come next week. Him, if 10,000 pounds comes, it's not like he's scared that it won't come next week. He wants to invest. He wants to be more pragmatic about it. So when you have expectations as to what should be done with money, when you spend money, you get unnecessary criticism. When you ask for certain things, it looks like you are demanding too much. And when you now choose to honor, which is also where it gets interesting. Oh, honor your man, respect your man. You expect him, okay, I'm honoring you. You expect him to return that honor the same way you were getting your flows at work. There will always be a crisis.
Is it not something that communication can fix?
It can't. It's like blood group. Everybody has a money group.
Ha.
I'm not a doctor, but I know that they say a certain blood group cannot donate to certain blood group. Yes, okay, so I think Nollywood, not Hollywood, Nollywood did us a disservice in this poor man and rich woman, a poor girl marries a rich man and life changes. It doesn't work that way.
It does. There's some real life stories like that.
You see, you can be poor and you can have the same money group as Dangote. Let's understand.
Would you be poor?
Will
if you have that?
How do I explain? Look at Dangote and Otedola. They don't spend money alike, even though they are both billionaires. Do you get my point?
In a way that we know.
Yes,
exactly.
I'm using the data and information available to us.
That is available to us. Okay.
You won't see you've not seen a story of Dangote ordering 3 Ferraris for his children on a particular day.
True.
After that, even made a statement about chopping life and chopping money. We know that statement. Like I've forgotten how he said it. Like the purpose of making money is to spend it or something like that. And that Tunde Folawiyo's father was the person that taught him how to chop life. So that is Otedolas. He's bubbly, he's happy, he's in that zone. A Dangote cuts a figure of someone that's more pragmatic. So you also have those people in the market woman phase. Is a market woman that she's not going so far in life, right? But she knows that the MS slipper she's wearing is not original. She knows that her Nike is Nikon. She knows that the Gucci is Gucci, right? But she or Gucci, right? But she would wear it like that and be proud of herself. And then there's another market woman that all she's trying to do with her money is grow her business, take care of her kids, put money. So that's it. So your money group is not related to your bank account. So if you get married, for instance, to someone that is in a different money group than you are, there'll be a challenge because you will not be able to come together to agree.
So this money group now, as you put it side by side, blood group, how do you test to know which money group you belong to? Because I've seen instances where, couples, right, when they get married, they're moderates, middle class, and they're not doing badly and they're doing okay. And then money just comes in, and then they're enjoying this money, and the guy is doing, he's maybe his real color or whatever comes out. I mean, either the husband or the wife.
Yeah.
And then something then happens and the money goes down. You would assume that it should be easy to adjust because that's where you both started from. And you didn't have issues at the time. But having been exposed to this, short wealth, right? It's now difficult. You now find a situation where one person is willing and ready to walk out of that marriage because that resource is no longer available. And you'll be wondering, well, you guys didn't have it before. Shouldn't it be easy for you to just adjust for that moment? Because that's where you guys have always been. But you see the guy, you just say, you know what, I beg. And this person walks away, or the woman just moves on to say, oh, I've seen someone who can afford the lifestyle, or the guy just moves on to something. And so that's where now the problem is.
Yeah.
Is it that the both of them didn't check their blood group? Money group to know how compatible.
Yes.
Because and even if they did, again, at the initial stage, they would have thought that they are alike. But money came in, they both tested it, it went out, rather than adjust, it caused the problem. Okay. Same thing as friends as well. Mm-hmm. You see two friends, both of them have this fantastic dream. They're working together, they're hustling together to make this money, and then they just hit one jackpot, they make this money. And you would also think that we were there when we didn't have. But the moment the money comes, right, even before it goes, you find out that there are problems, you find out there are challenges, and you're wondering, maybe it's better this. And you find some wives make statements to their husband to say, maybe you shouldn't have even had this money. Because I loved you, or I loved the way you were. You were a human, you were sane, thinking, responsible, loving before the money.
Money is a spirit. Money has a spirit.
And that's why they said the love of money is the root of all.
I don't believe that. When people say I don't believe that, it means that, it's about your personality. This is who you've always been.
Mm-mm. So money just amplified it.
You've always been like that. So it's not the money that is bringing out the money or whatever.
So it's not. I'm not talking about it from a demon or even a terrible point of view. I think that first thing first, right? As human beings, when we get pushed to our limits, we all take the same basic actions for survival. Guess I agree on that. Nobody is holy. If you put all the pastors and imam in this country in one room and drop like 4 gas masks and then put some poisonous gas there, Everyone will scramble. That's turn the left cheek when someone slap you, or follow peace of man. Everything will go out of the window. So we all, when it comes to survival, we all go back to our basic animal instinct. So let's not look at money from that lens, because when it becomes scarce, people get very tensed. When we look at it from the lens of still staying on the money group conversation, right? I like the example you gave about a couple that started with nothing, became something, and then they had a downtime and the wife is not ready. I think I learned early in life from personal experience, and I will not want to overshare because this is my own personal.
That's fine.
It has, like, it's what I grew up to see. It's like, I think that should give enough context to anybody that's trying to piece it together. What you can't give out, the amounts that you can't give out, is the, let's call it the quotient of your money group. That's the ceiling. If you have 22 million, can you give out 20 million?
No.
I'm not saying give out 20 million and you will not be able to pay your bills. Oh, you've paid your bills. You've paid.
Oh yes, I can.
You now have 22 million.
I can.
Or I have 2 million left.
But you still need to survive. Oh,
I can.
You can.
Yeah.
Then you are getting somewhere.
I can.
Some,
in fact, not even that 20 million naira. In my we just come down small. I've had like a personal experience where I almost gave up everything I had.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And I think maybe it comes with age. I don't know what it comes with. There's this assurance and this comfort and this belief that I have right now. Again, I think it comes with age.
Edit of put trumpet.
That I have that I will always be all right. Like, I know that I will.
Sorry, excuse me.
Something would always.
Sorry, Linda. Hold on. No. Hold on, please.
Mm.
This 20 million you are giving out, is it a loan?
No.
That's the same. I've gotten, again, it's not 20. I don't know what will happen with 20 million, no, right? But I have gotten to the point where I literally gave out everything I had.
So you have,
and I did
5 million.
I did it. It wasn't up to 5 million. Relax. It wasn't up to 5 million. But Shaq, something. Let's even say, for the sake of this podcast, let me not expose myself too much. Let's say it was 100,000 I had in my account at the time. And it was the only money I had at the time. Yeah. And something was going on in someone's life.
Oh,
okay. And I without a doubt gave out as high as 90,000 naira. Oh, right. And so for me, it's the case of, like I said, I don't know if it's age, I don't know. It's just this piece that comes with, it can't be that bad for me.
Yeah, so he's giving us for the reasons for married people, for platonic friends. Yeah. What about in business? So now you know that you can be in business with someone that is not your friend.
It's the best thing, but yeah, continue.
So what are the reasons why business relationships fail? You know, when money is involved. Yeah.
So because most of the time we try to start business with people we trust. We already trust our friends.
Shouldn't you?
Yes, so I trust you.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to start a business with a total stranger?
Yes.
Someone you don't trust, someone you don't really know.
Absolutely.
So what's the common ground?
Beautiful. Thank you for this question. You see, that you are my friend does not mean that we can do business together.
Yeah.
Because what happens in the business world is that you are tried, you are weighed, and you are found worthy or not. We all work in advertising, and we all learned this trade. It's crazy. You will have a friend in another agency. Both of you will know you're working on the same pitch. Both of you will be praying for your agency to win the pitch. So, is God partial to
the agency that finally wins the pitch?
Do you understand?
But that one it has no effect on you directly. I mean, you are not the owner of the agency.
What it does. You see, the word of being, and that's why we make that mistake. The word of being an employee is cushioned with so many benefits. Consistency being one of them.
Yeah.
So because it's consistent, you forget that it comes in from one way, and that you are not just there because somebody likes your face. You're actually putting in the work, and so you are competing with this person. So you win the pitch. Your friend's agency doesn't win the pitch, but you guys are still friends.
Yeah.
You know why? because, like you said, it doesn't touch you guys. But if you won the pitch, and because your friend's agency lost the pitch, the agency says, we have lost the pitch to Linda's agency, so we have to fire you and go home. You can't go home that night and tell your friend, I'm so happy we just won this pitch.
You're going to be mindful.
You are going to be mindful.
Because your friend just lost his job because they lost the pitch.
That is, you see, that scenario, when it happens, it gives us a context of business. But when we want to start companies or go into a financial relationship, we forget that business is basically credit and debits. So if me and you are going to join hip together on a credit and debit, what makes you think like if it's not trust? I don't need to trust you as a person to go in business with you. I need to trust the credits and debits. I need to trust the money.
The transaction.
So it's like, business is like blockchain. You know, there's this thing in blockchain where you run a transaction, there's a way it gets verified, and then there's a way it goes into your wallet and stuff like that. You can trust it. That's why cryptocurrency is still where it is today. That's the way it should be in business. But you see, we glamorize the whole concept of starting a business. We glamorize it, and we forget that friendship can be grown in a business, but friendship should not be the reason why a business starts. And if a business should fail and you guys are friends, the best gift God can give both of you is for you to still have your friendship after that business fails. That's how you know that God really cares about both of you. But you know what friendship does? You cannot put a demand on each other.
You guys,
you can hardly. You can hardly do it the way you do it to the world. For instance,
because there are biases.
I would be biased.
And consideration.
Because I love you. If you are not getting it right, if I'm not getting it right, if I'm being overbearing, you would be biased. That is when we will start masking our money group. So when okay.
What about if you're in business with your friend, from the onset, roles, responsibilities,
if you like, call the Holy Roman Catholic Pope.
No, everything
to be there. Clearly, no. That's what I'm saying, to adjudicate the roles and responsibility for both of you.
The lines can still be blurred sometimes.
It is still blurred. Because the fundamental reason of starting the business is friendship.
My friend, we can do this thing.
It's different from...
So even when your friend is, going off tangents, when your friend is not delivering, you can't really make a demand, because to a large extent, as that friend, you may or may not should be able to know why that person is not giving his best. And as a friend, you should be able to understand that.
No. As a friend, right, if something is going on with you at a particular time when you need to deliver on something, I should be able to ask you, Linda, really, what's going on?
I just realized that both of you so you guys have... I don't know why it did not click in my head. How about it now?
Linda, what's going on? Really,
Yeah.
Can't you tell me that? I can tell you, Linda. We're supposed to have done this thing. No, what's going on? Why are you...
So let me tell you.
So the thing is, let me now answer you. So the thing is, as much as you have every right to ask me that question, deep down in my mind, I feel as though, especially if I had just told you something a day before that's outside of work,
she expects a certain understanding.
That you should be able to understand. I don't necessarily have to call it out as it is. I expect that you should be able to understand why I've not been able to meet up with pursuing that business or giving update on something and stuff like that. So there would always be that bias. So what Kunle is saying is that because you're in business with your friend, it's somewhat difficult sometimes to place a demand on what that person should be doing and how the person should be
what you'll be doing,
because what brought it together is friendship. And you two, you're now also mindful to not want to spoil that friendship.
Then but when you're somebody else, you get a third party to do it.
That's why he's saying that. So it's better to a large extent if you want to start a business or do something just with a stranger.
Now let me give a caveat, right? When two friends start a business, they just need to survive 5 years. Can't do your research.
As with marriages.
Yes.
First 5 years.
First 5 years. Oh,
And
the most critical part.
particularly, in fact, the more they show each other their money group and allow themselves to be accountable to each other on this money group part, the deeper the roots for that business. In business, not being upfront about how money matters to you is the biggest disservice you can do, particularly if it's like a friendship.
To your partner.
Just tell the person how much money matters to you. Place a demand on the money and settle it. Have a clear cut conversation on how is it coming in, what are we doing about it, what exactly is happening. So for instance, let's say I'm in a partnership with Uchechi. Uchechi may be ready for a salary increase. I may believe that I'm not ready. But because Uchechi needs a salary increase. So what choices well, I have to also
accept
to be a salary
increase.
and accept the salary increase for myself because we have to keep it. And all of a sudden, the business
is suffering. Yeah.
And there's no fault to Uchechi's need for it. It's a rational, logical, valued demand.
Right. Thank you so much.
Conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very deep.
It's deep, it's broad. We cannot exhaust it under this the time we have.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kolide, for honoring us with your presence in this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
For me personally, I would say that we know all these things. We've had this conversation, but I would say that I learned a lot more.
Yeah.
And so, guys, if you guys see Uchechi and I in season 3, just know that we are sticking it through. But in case you don't see us again, just know that what Skule said here is true. We have really thought about it and we have just made peace with the fact that
let's just be with ourselves.
So please subscribe, follow,
so that the money can come.
Share, and so that the money can come in, and so that we'll have every reason to come together and do another season for you guys. Thank you so much. And please be praying for us, because we also
please be praying for us.
It's true, because what Kunle said here, I'm not going to lie. The thing is just really
you don't scare you.
The thing just they do me one kind, So we need to
I don't even know
put everything together for the group chat, for everything.
No, but Linda, one thing is for sure. I will call you out.
So that's the thing. This conversation will go long. I can't call you out. I don't know why.
No, I'm giving you the permission now to call me out, because I will call you.
You have that capacity to call me out, and I think that's maybe why we are even doing things together, because I know that you can call me out, but I don't know. I can't call you out because sometimes my mind will just be like, just relax, those kind of things. And so I don't know. Just guys, just pray for me so I'll be able to call her out.
So let me add some context to that, right? Just to wrap. I know you're trying to get a lot of the studio, but here's the thing, If she calls you out and you respond that way, it's good. The lesson that both of you didn't want to unlock for each other because of your considerations for each other, the market, you see. When you're in business, the market, unlike a relationship, marriage and stuff, the market is the ultimate test. Actually, so the market will teach both of you. It could be losing a client, it could be, and then, but the only good thing is that if you can agree that no matter what, on that same consideration level, we'll stick it out. Then maybe after a couple of 5 years or so, you guys would have learned the financial side of things, and then you would have built a rhythm and a routine around that.
Awesome. Thank you, Kule. But before you go, we have something special from our hearts.
From the group chat?
Yes.
The group chat.
Is it stickers or memes?
Whatever.
Open it. So
when you get home, you see what's inside.
Let me see.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank
From
you.
the group chat.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
And that's it for today's episode on the group chats. I hope you learned one or two things, because I did, right? So let us hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to share. Shebi Linda has been begging people since Please,
subscribe,
follow,
like,
tell people
everything you need to
so
do.
that with this thing we'll come back. We'll not fight because of money. Bikonu, Ejo. What's the Yoruba one? No, what's the Hausa one?
No, Ejo. Dan
Allah.
Yes, yes.
And that's it from us.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys. See you on the next time. See you next time. Yes.